Hi, my name is Barbara. If you're watching this, you've probably had an ACL injury. I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm wishing you a happy, healthy, speedy recovery. So, today I am 8 months post op. It is October of 2021. I had surgery February of 2021. My original injury was December of 2020. Yeah, so I have not really done, I did a workout video at 6 months that I haven't posted, but it will probably be posted before I post this. Yeah, so I kind of got to work. I feel like I probably around the time that I stopped like recording things, I took my first assessment in, I'll put the name of the machine, but it's the machine that where you kick and pull to test the strength in your leg, to test the strength and endurance in your leg, your hamstring, and your quadricep. And so I did that test, found out where I was. I did great for the first 4 months of my recovery. We were right where we wanted to be. Of course, I wasn't equal on both sides. And so I got to work. I mean, as far as physical therapy, started with another physical therapist. Before the first 4 months, I'm working with the physical therapist that's under my insurance and doing, the workouts that, get you back to normal walking and all that kind of stuff. Then I started working with someone who is more of a sports physical therapist to get you back to sports and play. So yeah, I started working with him, and that's been great as well. So for the last months since I did that, that's what I've been doing. That went from a lot of weight training, heavier weight training with him, but also then I started to get back into full body weight training myself, and he had me in a machine, and hopefully I'll put in some pictures of it if I have like a good picture of it. But it's a machine that you get in to do that, to get back to running. It can take you down to as little as I think about 20% of your body weight. So I think I started running on it with about 50% of my body weight. And you just build up to being able to run on your own body weight. And then at that point, I was clear to start running out in the wild by myself. And that was a great experience. I mean, let's say I didn't have a lot of pain with it. I mean, I feel like I didn't start doing that until probably at month 5 or 6. So a lot of time had passed. I had built a lot of strength. I didn't see a lot of pain with that. I did it up until I was able to like run for 5 minutes or so. But I had kind of already made the decision before I had my injury. Because before I had my injury in December, I spent like the whole spring and summer of 2020 running and building up to being able to run for an hour. And then I had kind of just decided that I didn't want to be a runner. It wasn't something that I cared to, keep going with. And so I had just started walking anyway. And so I was like, okay, I can run for 5 minutes, I want to be able to run. I need to be able to run away from danger. But do I need to be able to run for an hour? No. Okay. Do I need to be able to run for an hour? No. So I just need to be able to get away from... I just need to be able to run long enough to sprint away from danger. If I'm running for more than 5 minutes, I mean, I've got short legs. I can't run that fast anyway, so I need to be getting strength anyway, because it's looked like I need to fight. If I got it, they're going to catch me. So I need to be strong anyway. So that's where my focus has been, on gaining strength. I have done off and on 531, which is like a powerlifting, uh, weightlifting style or program. And so I went back to that, doing it more focused. I started at lower uh, weights than I probably could do because I want to kind of really build myself back, having my squat be deeper and those kinds of things, and just working on technique. Um, but yeah, I feel like I've built a really good routine with my weightlifting, and I'm seeing strength gains with that. Back focusing more on my knee. My knee, some days I do wake up and there's some soreness. Nope, I wouldn't say pain. There's pain when I overdo it in physical therapy, things like that. But I wouldn't say that there's like excruciating pain like there was before. And my surgeon told me like that. He said some days will be better than others, and it's, again, I don't know if I heard this from him or from someone on YouTube, but it's too soon to tell. It's only been 8 months. So it's too soon to tell if these are going to be lifetime aches and pains that I'm going to have or if it's just temporary. It's so crazy that over this time, once you have that pain, you can recognize when you're not having that pain and both your knees like feel the same. Like, wow, I'm not having any pain today. So I've had more days like that where it's wow, I'm not having any pain today. And so those are good days, and that's what I'm looking for. So I've been focusing on the strength training, walking. In physical therapy, at this point, after we got the running down, we started doing jumps. So he has me doing like frog jumps, hop back and forth, side to side. And then last week we were doing like a one-legged jump side to side. He's getting me, he already kind of told me that in order to there's a test that he wants me to do where I have to jump on one leg as far as I can and both have to be equal. And so he's just kind of taking me through that to get me there. Before we started those jumps, I forgot we started with the ladder agility. So there was the running, then there was ladder agility, like the agility ladder, I think it's called. But like you see it like the drills that people do. So they're like going like down to the side. You're going in, out, in, out, out. Just like moving your moving your legs in different planes to get, to make sure you can do it and to utilize that ability or whatever. So we were doing that. That's been good. So some days, the day after that, sometimes if I push it too hard, because some of the stuff is kind of like that stuff is not hard. But when we start doing leg press and I'm pressing 220 with one leg, it's not hard on my muscles, but it's hard on my, what is this called? Hard on my graft. Had a patella tendon graft, and it's hard on my graft for to be pushing that much weight. And then when we do the leg extension, that's hard on my graft, not necessarily my muscles. And so I talked to him about lowering those weights, and that's helped too, to be able to focus on the muscle and not, it's not just, and some of that is me lifting it wrong and not using the muscle and using my knee. I've used my knee incorrectly, obviously, and everybody is shocked when I say that I didn't know that you're not supposed to land straight. That would have saved me a lot of headache. Like my whole life, when I jump, I've been jumping straight, like landing straight. Like I never thought about squatting or anything. Nobody told me. Why didn't you all tell me? Like that's literally how I tore it, was I jumped, landed straight, and went to the side. This would have been nice to know like 30 years ago, because I've been doing that. So I've been overworking my knee the whole time. with that and lots of other ways I've been overworking my knee. But yeah, I didn't know. So I'm learning how to jump. I'm learning how to run correctly. My run is apparently there's heel strikers and then there's some other kind of strikers, right? And I think I am a heel striker, so I hit the floor with my heel instead of like at the ball of my foot. And so I've been trying to practice doing that a little differently. Yeah. So it's a lot to work on, and that's why I haven't been recording, because I just been working, okay? I'm working on my run, not for long distances, but trying to work on the technique. So if I do need to run, I have some technique with it. Working on my jump, so when I land, if I get scared or something and I do jump, that I land right. Or if I'm hopping away from something, that I land correctly, so that we don't have this problem. I've been working on my mobility. I didn't even talk about that. My mobility. So, and flexibility. So, a couple things. I had full range of motion as far as, being able to extend and all that kind of stuff, flexion and extension. I had all of it. I got that back a while ago. But I wasn't able to like sit with my legs like crisscross applesauce. I was not able to do that comfortably. So I started doing it every day. Like a couple times a day, I just sit there with my legs crossed, because my other leg, it bends and I don't even think about it. I don't feel any discomfort when I do it. So I just started doing that with my other leg, and now it just feels back to normal. I did it for maybe about a month and a half, and it's back to normal. Kneeling, that was painful because I had the patella tendon graft. I started doing that every day, just spending some time kneeling. I'm not going to say that, but spending some time kneeling. And, man, and it really has improved. I don't have that pain. Like, I can stand to be in the kneeling position. Can you see how hard I'm trying not to say on my knees? No. But I can stand to be in the kneeling position. And then I'm sitting back in it to try to see if I can get my butt to the heels of my feet. Like, I'm working on this stuff. And, not to say like that I'm glad I broke my ACL. I'm not. It's been but I am the type of person who can find the blessing in anything. This has definitely got me looking at things differently. Has taught me if I work on something. There was a time where I couldn't lift my leg. I mean, you can go back. I was crying about it. Come on. Now I can do that. So if I work on something, if I keep doing it, it's gonna give. Like, I sit in like a squat position with my mobility, and that has just increased my squat. Like, these little things that you do, they add up. So wherever you are in your journey, just know that those little things are going to add up. You can come back better than ever if that's your goal. If your goal is just to be able to walk, if your goal is to be able to run a marathon, it's up to you. One day at a time, you can get it done. I believe in you. Next video, I will hopefully be coming with so I had the little machine. I'm gonna get the name of it, but the machine where you test. I tested in August, and then I tested. So I must have tested before August, because I have 2 already. I don't remember. I tested at 4 months, and I tested at 6 months, and now I'm about to test at 8 months in 2 days, and I'm ready. I'm ready to see what the results are, and I'm going to show y'all my results for all 3 of the tests that I've taken, and where I'm at, and what goals I have to move myself further. Now that I got I see where I'm at, what strength we have. Hopefully it clears me so I can be able to move, and because he hasn't had me do any twisting motions or anything yet, because I haven't shown the strength to do that yet. But that's because again, this is all about being able to get away or be strong enough to fight. So got to be in the gym, got to be lifting weights, and I got to be able to if I need to get out of a situation, which there's probably never going to be a situation like that. But just in case, zombie apocalypse, we don't know. I just don't know. So I have to be ready. You understand? So I can't be the weak link in my family. I'm already probably going to be the weak link. I live with a house full of men and boys, males. I live with them. So I got to be as fast, as strong as I can be. So I'm not the weak link, okay? Anywho, I'm excited about it. But if this video is like annoying because you are not at the point where you are excited about it, go back. There were some tears. There were some, I wasn't happy all the time. But right now, let me be in my happy 8-month. Let me be here. This is where I'm at. And it's an everyday thing. Every day I wake up and I'm reminded of I check my knee. I do a little bend to see what kind of day we're going to have. And it doesn't really, like, my knee is not, I'm used to it at this point, but, and it may be my secret weapon. My knee may be my secret weapon to keep me doing the things that I need to do to be healthier overall. It's crazy. So, thank you for listening. I hope you have a great, healthy, happy recovery. And I'll see you next time. Bye.